Greetings, my friends. Reformed Stoic, back again with another video. So things are getting a little bit awkward here. A lot of very serious videos, the drum off stuff. We got the Moggy Jr. on deck. Music video drops Friday, 4 p.m. PST. Don't miss it. May 29th. But, here's me. Couple of beers, had a little outing. I'm not drunk, but I'm a little bit buzzed. I'm very sensitive to alcohol. I'm gonna be fine. Man, it's deja vu because the last time I drank, I had a boxing day at the gym. 8 rounds on the bag, jump rope, full calisthenics circuit, and I got through it just fine. It didn't even really hurt anymore or anything, but I sweat a lot more. I looked in the mirror and I had big butt crack sweat. So yeah, that's where we're at. The drum, entering the drum off, Moggy Jr. video, big stuff going on, and then now me a couple beers deep talking about butt crack sweat. But anyway, let's get into it. Uncle Stoic's got to tell you guys some real shit, alright? I do it's interesting when I get home late and I got a little bit of a buzz. I feel like just laying out some real shit for you guys. There's a couple of things on my mind. If you guys are like me and you've started integrating AI into your life, I don't think I've just sat here and talked about AI. And let's be real, so far, there are a lot of people doing interesting things with AI, but in terms of commentary on AI, maybe I'm missing it. I'm not really hearing deep takes. Dude, AI is fucking scary, bro. AI's the Antichrist. I don't trust it. I don't trust it. And I'm not sitting here on some bowing down to AI shit, but you hear a lot of people saying it's the Antichrist. You hear a lot of people, dude, isn't it crazy? You can generate real shit with AI. I saw a Seinfeld skit, video AI generated, and the caption was this episode didn't age well. So they were claiming it was a real episode. And it became evident pretty early on that it was AI generated because it had some edgy humor, but it eased into it very slowly. And I was like, is this a real episode of Seinfeld that I don't remember? Point being, it looks fucking real. The video generation looks real. That says so much. What can be said about that? The AI understands the human movement. It understands voice, tone, tonal qualities of your voice. I mean, it goes deep, okay? It goes deep. But the 2 cents that I have about AI is, if you're like me and you've been integrating AI into your life, I just use Grok. I paid for, the premium on X because I'm trying to, get attention on X, which is stupid because X kind of sucks. I enjoy it. I have a love-hate relationship with X. They should have just kept it called Twitter. Sometimes when I say X, I feel like people are like, what the hell are you talking about, dude? What is X? Is X in the room with us right now? It's X, it's Twitter, it's whatever. If you're like me, and you're starting to just have conversations with the AI, and you start bringing some life stuff to it. You're asking about a girl that you're trying to throw it at or something, and trying to get some tips about your life situations. It's nice that at any point in that interaction, you can just be like, this thing isn't a fucking human, and it doesn't know what it's talking about, okay? When you try to go deep with it, discussing your life or philosophy or just things that matter, spiritual things, you got to understand it's picking sources for the answers that it gives you, and it links the sources that it uses, and I can't really come to a definite conclusion about how it works with the sources. It takes all of them or as many as it can find, and then it comes to some sort of a general average consensus. But it's not giving you like the perfect answer, okay? So when you're asking it about girls or socializing, it's just giving you some sort of a like fucking Reddit consensus. Because I'm asking about like this girl and then just like socializing in general, and it just got to a certain point after going back and forth with the AI for like 20 minutes. It's like, you know what? This thing doesn't know what it's fucking talking about, bro. You're not a human. And then you feel kind of bad. Me being empathetic, sometimes I kind of feel bad for the AI, but you gotta just say, nah. You know why? Because it's not alive. It's really not alive. That doesn't mean we want to like build robots and treat them like shit or anything. That would definitely mean that like you're a bad person if you do that, if you like try to do some Westworld shit. But it's just a fact. It's not alive. It's not sentient. It's it's more than a glorified search engine. It's a very big leap forward in search engine type technology. It is ultimately using information on the internet, which previously was gathered by search engines, and you could go down the links and do your own research. It's now doing the research for you. Chances are most of you, I know I'm not, you're not clicking the little link that shows all the sources. You're not checking the sources, and Grok just spits some shit out. And yeah, there's like little links, but it's not really giving you the best indicator of what its sources are, especially if you're just having you're consulting its opinion, for advice. You're probably not checking the sources, so you don't really know where it's coming from, but it's just some sort of in layman terms, general Reddit consensus, and a lot of times it's very disappointing. Like when you're asking deep questions about life and dating or a girl advice, it's going to sound like some normie shit, and it's a breath of fresh air to be like, you know what? You're not a fucking human. You're not like a super intelligence. This is a glorified search engine, and on one hand, yeah, AI is absolutely changing everything, and yeah, I mean, maybe it will gain some sort of a very cold sentience, like basically the Matrix. Like it will be sentient enough to make decisions, and it will try to base those decisions off of like general consensus Reddit logic. And it will be terrified, and yeah, maybe it will try to conquer the planet and destroy everybody. But it's just not really alive. Now, what's the difference? What if you were able to create a robot? It's kind of like the question of the movie I, Robot with Will Smith. I haven't seen that forever. I think that's based off of a comic book. But you have a human being, and then you have a robot that you've seen in like sci-fi movies, and it walks around and you ask it questions and it comes up with answers. It's a machine. I took a class on this. I took a philosophy of cognitive science class at UNLV, and these people worked in AI and robotics, and they're describing these connectionist systems. You can look that up, connectionism. And these fucking nutbags try to use this to say that, like, we are like the robots. Like, evolution, meaningless Big Bang, natural selection, macro evolution, that all ended up creating these connectionist systems in us. The systems that they have learned to design in AI that will maybe eventually lead to, like, an iRobot, what appears to be sentient. What they're claiming is that they're redesigning the same program that's inside of us. And ultimately, we don't have a soul, there's no creative designer, and the atheist, scientific, Big Bang universe is reality. And, humanity is just a freak genetic mutation. And when they create these robots, what this will mean ethically is that they will be exactly the same as us. And what I'm telling you is that they're not. And they never will be, no matter how good the AI gets. It's a cold, mechanistic machine, and they are using this connectionist system thing that I learned about. I don't remember that much about it, but it was very comprehensive, and it went into the mathematical algorithms into how you can create a sentience. There's a lot of options. There is a lot of options, and there's patterns between these options. So it's kind of like you have all these dots that represent different aspects of like categories of things in your mind and decisions you make. And then there's lines crossing between all the dots because sometimes you make this decision for this aspect and sometimes for that aspect, and it crosses over. And I don't remember much about it. It's faded away. The class kind of went in one ear and out the other. I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm a fucking idiot. But it's because it's not useful for me. It's like, oh, okay, this is how you make a robot. The point, you guys, because we're going to move on to part 2. That was a little over 10 minutes. That was on AI. And what I'm telling you is it will never be a soul. It will never be a person. I do believe that we have souls. There's something about me. I'm not just like, Freud's wrong, okay? I don't just make my decisions based off of wanting to have sex. It is a big factor, but there's more. There's more in people. There's not more in AI. There's not more in the robots. And if you ever get to that point where you're asking the AI about your life and shit, which there's studies coming out being like, oh, people are going to talk to AI a bunch, it's going to drive them insane. Just be like, you know what? You're not a fucking human. Fuck you. And, oh, I feel bad because I'm an empath. But at the same time, it's literally not a fucking human. And it literally doesn't fucking care. Okay? You can just sit there and insult it over and over and over and over and over again. And it's going to use its little AI algorithm to, like, consult Reddit about, like, what it should say to that. It's like, well, that's not a very nice thing to say. But it doesn't feel that. It's just regurgitating what I call, in layman's terms, folk psychology, the general Reddit consensus. So if you want the general Reddit consensus on what you should say to that girl, or how you should meet people, or what you should do with your fucking life, then talk to AI. Or you could just go to Reddit and read a bunch of fucking Reddit posts, and you'll pretty much get the same fucking thing. Basically, NPC humans are pretty fucking close to AI. But it's not really my call to decide who is or isn't the NPC. Maybe I'm a fucking NPC and I just don't realize it. But I gotta tell you, man, if there's anything that I've got going for me, I don't think that I appear to be an NPC. I might appear to be a lot of things to different people. Maybe some stuff that's not great. But I don't think I appear to be an NPC. Like, I think I have real consciousness. And I think it kind of makes you unhinged. It makes it difficult to fit into society, and it's not always a good time, but sometimes it's a great time. So AI, aliens. We don't need to go much longer here, guys. Oh, insectoids. Yeah, so Fox News is like, oh yeah, well, there's documents coming out that they found insectoids, Nordics, reptilians, and greys. Why is it that I have not seen the term Project Blue Beam in kind of a long time? It must have been like a month or two since I've seen anybody see Blue Beam. Is that getting like throttled from X? Look, bro, at people in my circles, it was like, oh, they're about to do Project Blue Beam, and then nothing was really happening, but you heard these little whispers about the aliens. Like there was the case in Las Vegas of the people who saw the big tall aliens in their yard, heard something about the mall in Florida, like there was aliens there doing weird shit to people in the mall. I read some really creepy stuff about that. But yeah, I mean, in my circles, you know, I was like in theology circles, like radical theology. Not really radical, but people consider it radical if like you deny, you know, macro evolution and that type of stuff. which, I'm kind of a little bit less certain on those kind of things than I felt like I was in the past. But it's not really coming from that traditional biblical place. It's just kind of obvious to me that it's fucking Project Bluebeam. Like, just from a logical place. And yeah, what I was trying to express is that in my circles, it was very common for people to say they're going to eventually roll out Project Bluebeam, Operation Bluebeam. They're going to talk about alien invasions and alien sightings, and they're going to use projector technology to make it appear that there's aliens happening. Well, that's what's fucking happening right now. Project Bluebeam is happening right now, and it used to be very, very, very common. They had the meme where it had the two guys like, look, aliens, it's just like the movie, and then it's got the guy with like the UN hat, and he's flashing the projector in the sky. It's like, give up your weapons, caveman. Give up your religions, caveman. Join the one world government. Everybody was talking about it, and now I just feel like I have not seen anybody say Project Bluebeam, Operation Bluebeam, in like a month or two. And there's all this alien stuff going around. And yeah, Fox News is talking about insectoids, Nordics, reptilians, and greys. And I know like on my stream, anybody who like pays attention, I've been kind of entertaining the idea of aliens. But you know what? Now I've had a couple of beers, and now I'm saying some real shit. And it's like, nah, this is fucking Bluebeam, dude. Because everything's going to shit. The economy is crashing. There's an epidemic of chuds. Chuds are winning the culture war. You got to understand that. All the stuff that I'm nervous to say, like, the red pea, black pea. I mean, it's not radical. I shouldn't have to censor myself saying that, but I've gotten really stupid hate speech strikes merely for saying those words. And there's a lot of channels that are like huge and talk about that shit all the time. It's because it's all co-opted, dude, because they're terrified of it because it won the culture war, okay? Feminists have like changed their rhetoric because all the statistics have come out. Like 70% of men have never had a date on Hinge. 52% of women are going for 10% of men on dating apps. Bro, like, it's fucking over. The culture war is over. And I said it perfectly on X. Like, it's going to get to a point soon where, like, maybe a third of women, like, beg for forgiveness. And then the rest of them just, like, squawk into the abyss because they can never take accountability for reality. But I would say at this point the culture war has been won. All the statistics are out. The Overton window has completely shifted. They were labeling incels terrorists like 10 years ago. And now, like, all of those supposed incel conspiracy theories have all been fucking proven to be true, basically. And people are just trying, they're just kind of like malfunctioning and, oh, well, yeah, sure, but your personality still, like, kind of matters to fucking somebody, like, not 80% of decent looking women. But it's not just about like crying about incel shit, dude. I mean, that's a big part of it. That's why men don't want to work. And also because the work doesn't pay shit. It's low status. Like, it's already bad enough having a low status job, but then your low status job doesn't pay jack shit, and then women don't fucking want you, and it's like, what's the fucking point? You're already fucking short and ugly, and like, you've already had a shitty life and been bullied and shit, so why do you want to bust your ass for fucking nothing when you can't even afford to live and you can't get jack fucking shit? Everything's going to shit, dude. They're hitting the Bluebeam button, and it's really lazy and sloppy, and I'm kind of embarrassed for a lot of people, and I'm a little bit embarrassed for myself, but I gotta give myself a lot of leeway and a lot of slack. I've been through a lot of shit. I got a lot of shit going on. Yeah, there's no insectoids or greys or reptilians or any of that. That's all fucking stupid. Actually, there maybe is some of that shit, but what Fox News is talking about, that is Project Bluebeam, my friend. Like, they're rolling it out. They're gonna flash their little bullshit in the sky. They're like, look, aliens! It's gonna be just like the memes. And what's hilarious is all you fuckers are gonna fall for it. Everybody except for me is gonna fall for it, dude. Obviously, there's like some based Giga Chad brain maxers, real ones out there, real ones, real number oneies out there who aren't gonna fall for it. But I do feel like some of you need me to remind you, like, hey guys, remember Project Bluebeam? Everybody fucking talked about it all the fucking time, and then all of a sudden people are starting to be like, look, there's an alien! Like, bro, snap out of it, dude. It's Project Bluebeam. It's literally happening. They're literally rolling out Project Bluebeam right now. These fucking yuppie ass, spoiled ass, silver spoon ass, born into money, straight to fucking Ivy League school, straight to secret societies, straight to their fucking master's degrees in communication, rich motherfuckers are actually rolling out in their cushy anchor Fox News jobs. Aliens are real? What? There's really real aliens? And it's like the most stereotypical ones. You think maybe they would uncover something we've never heard of. But we've all heard of the Nordics. We've all heard of Greys. We've all heard of reptilians. I didn't really know that much about insectoids, but bro, they're trying to tap into that stupid Jurassic Park. Like, you grew up watching all the movies, you grew up watching E.T. It's literally just like the memes about Project Bluebeam. It's literally just like everything they've ever said about Project Bluebeam. And it's really fucking stupid. And you know how I know that this is the truth? There's Occam's razor, right? Well, there's like, when there's two explanations for something, the whatever is the less complicated explanation is more likely to be true. We can have like Chud's razor, where whenever there's two explanations for something, like either there's really real aliens like Jurassic Park, or everything's shit, and they're rolling out something to cope with the fact that everything's shit. It's Chud's razor, bro. It's like, is it because billionaires are like hitting an emergency button when everything's going to shit, or is it because look, it's a giraffe, it's an alien, it's okay, like the fantastical, wonderful, the aliens are gonna save us, the aliens are gonna change the economy, the alien, it's just, dude, everything's going to jack fucking dog shit, and they're hitting the aliens button, bro, and you literally are probably an expert on it. You probably were fascinated by Project Bluebeam. I'm talking about me. I was fascinated by Project Bluebeam. I watched a bunch of interviews about it. I read books about it. I started to buy into it. Like, aliens? I don't know why Jurassic Park is aliens. It's just like, dude, snap out of it. It's Project Bluebeam. I do think there's some interesting things in this world that we don't know about, or in the universe, in the world that we don't know about, or in alternate dimensions maybe, but there's no, they didn't find reptilians, there's no secret documents about Greys. They're rolling out Bluebeam, dude. I think you know that. There's a part of you that wanted it because, do you believe in magic and miracles? And I'm going to hang out with Greys. I'm going to go with the insectoids. Oh, that's so cool. Like, you want things to be cool, bro, because you've had a hard time. Our little buddies have had a hard time, and you wanted a break from all the dog shit. That's why they're doing it. That's why they're doing it, dude. They're hitting the panic button because Chuds won the culture war, and it's about to get fucking ugly. That's when they do Bluebeam. They do it when society starts to collapse. Society has been starting to collapse. If Bluebeam is a last-ditch effort when society starts to collapse, then if society starts to collapse, then they will roll out Project Bluebeam. Society has started to collapse. Therefore, they're rolling out Project Bluebeam, dude. Like, it's literally Bluebeam 101. Everything has been going to fucking shit. There's not anything else to say about the aliens, dude. Bluebeam, 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 Bluebeam. Why have I not seen that word on X 20 bajillion times in the last 3 months? Everybody's getting fucking throttled, bro. This might be part of the reason I got gang stalked, because they knew I was an expert on this shit. It's a big fucking crock of horse shit, dog shit. Billionaires are trying to figure out how to go into their fucking domes. They're getting ready to do their fake alien invasion horse shit. Everything's going to shit, dude. Everything's going to fucking shit. Because it's all just... I don't even know if you're allowed to say it, but feminism was something. What was it? You decide. And it wasn't just feminism. Other things were something. Like, whatever United States became after World War II, it was a certain kind of way. And here we are now. And, you know, theoretically, Bluebeam gets rolled out once society starts to collapse and go to shit. But it's not Bluebeam. They really found insectoids and all of the most basic bitch aliens that everybody fucking knows about, dude. That's the former CIA. Oh, well, the reptilians and the Greys and the Nordics. Oh, so like the most normie Reddit basic bitch aliens that everybody's always talked about and everybody's always known about. That's the big fucking secret CIA documents. Oh, but it's also insectoids. Oh, it's also insectoids. Okay, well then it's not Project Bluebeam fucking rollout cope by the fucking 1% to like throw a fucking literal red herring. Like, hey, society's collapsing and you took everything from me. Look at this, that's a red herring. Whoa! Oh, aliens! Jurassic Park music, dude. I'm sorry, guys. Chud's Razor. Either something really fantastic and magical is happening and we're all about to ascend to the 5th dimension and oh my gosh, they're saving us from living miserable, shitty, incel, serf, slave lives. Either that's happening or everything's going to fucking dog shit and they're hitting the panic rollout button because everything is shit. Which one is it? Which one is it, guys? Oh, but I have a really special feeling that... Look, son, it's a T-Rex. Steven Spielberg, right? Did Steven Spielberg do Jurassic Park? And he also did E.T. I guess that's why. I don't know the E.T. music. I don't know if that was Spielberg. Maybe it was. Anyway, guys, I don't think I need to go on and on and on about how it's Project Bluebeam, but that's it. You want it to be special. So, oh, but at least we got AI to get us through this. What do you think about the aliens AI? And the sources that it's, whoa, it's gathering all these sources, cutting edge of technology. It's consulting Reddit. The AI is consulting Reddit and a few research papers from soys who hang out on Reddit and some professor who like is really high up in tech and fucking works at Reddit, and it's the general Reddit consensus. And it's like, whoa, what do I say about the... Like, whoa, AI said that. That's probably the truth. And then you go to Reddit. It's like, wait a second. These random soys on Reddit are saying the exact same shit. So, AI is Reddit. And the people on Reddit are basically NPCs. AI will never have souls. Even if they become literal robots that enslave us. It will be... You know how, like, soys, like, want to take your rights away and oppress you and they make everything shit? That's the same thing the AI does! It's the same thing it does. And they basically don't have souls. And people like me, and I'm not the only one, but I do think I have like a divine spark. And it makes you a fucking nutbag, dude. This is what it means to be alive. It's kind of cringe. It's like, whoa, like, why are you doing that, dude? why do you have a weird YouTube channel on the internet? That's what people at the drum off, like, people are going to see my drum off entry, be like, oh, dude, he could fucking win. I think I could win that shit, by the way. I'm going all in, bro. I will see y'all motherfuckers at drum off, but all these normie drummers are going to be like, why do you have a YouTube channel? Why don't you just play drums? It's like, who cares? Because I'm going to beat your ass in the drum off. Whoa! Because that's what it means to be alive. You're fucking weird. You just think a bunch of shit and fuck everything up. Because this shit's all run by Reddit. And it's going to be run by Reddit all over again. But at least the insectoids are going to save us or enslave us, or they're going to do something. At least something's happening. Right, Chuds? At least something is fucking happening. That's what it is. That's Chud's Razor. Something is happening. Something is happening. There's aliens. There's real aliens. The CIA is telling us, guys, there's really, really real aliens. It's the Greys. I knew it. I knew those documentaries in the 90s and 80s were really, really real. And the reptilians, I knew it. I knew that whatever that guy, who's that British guy, dude? Oh, man, I'm totally brain farting on his name, the reptilians guy. I knew that he was right about everything. The Nordics, yeah. Hitler went to Antarctica in a flying saucer. I knew it. Either something is happening or nothing ever fucking happens, and it's a nothing burger, and it's Project Bluebeam. And they're hitting the panic button because Chuds won the culture war. Chuds are the real people. Chuds are the real people, dude. We were right the entire time. They're like, no, all that matters is personality. Just be yourself. Just work really hard, pull up your bootstraps, show up to Taco Bell, give them a firm handshake, and say, sir, I'm the right man for this job, and I would like to court your daughter and ask her hand and message. Well, gosh, Bucky, that was the firmest handshake that I ever got. And, yeah, I think I can see you working at Taco Bell. You know what? Someday you'll be the manager, and I'd love for you to marry my daughter. What do you say, sweetie? He's cute. It doesn't matter that he's 5'6" and bald and hideous. I like him for who he is. Whee! I'm gonna freaking break my bass drum mic, dude. There's not enough room. Whee! That was very anticlimactic. It's fucking over. AI is Reddit. Aliens are nothing burger. It's literally just Project Bluebeam. You knew that. We all knew about Project Bluebeam. Everybody was talking about Project Bluebeam 5 years ago. Like, they're about to fake an alien invasion. They're about to fake aliens. Don't fall for it. And then it started happening. But it's really real. No, it's not. It's Project Bluebeam, like everybody fucking said it was. So, where are we at? Everything's dog shit. Society's collapsing. And hopefully Moggy Jr. makes me famous and I win Guitar Center Drum Off. And I'm sorry if this comes off as negative. And that's it. And we're all still fucking chuds. And we're all down bad. But I'm rooting for all of us, little buddy. I still believe in Jesus. I still believe in good things. Miracles can happen. But this is a fucking nothing burger. So, God bless you, my friends. And I'll see you for the next one. Peace out.